Frankenstein's got a journal, Wolfman has a blog. Swamp Thing tweets from down in his bog. Pete and Nash read it all, and now they're trying to see what's going on with these Vampire Diaries. Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy who has never seen the show watches the series with a superfan. I am the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampire. Please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent Ash. She is fresh off a flight from Mystic Falls.
I'm back.
Wow. I did a little solo show last week. Ash was in Mystic Falls.
It's on vacation in Mystic Falls.
A little VA vacay.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It was great. I went to the grill, had a burger and a beer, walked around the town square, and I absolutely did not go to the Salvador Mansion.
Those are the spots, I guess. Was there any...
Or did I?
Yeah. Were there any comets flying through the sky?
No comets. Everyone was talking about the comets, though.
Any either poorly or well marketed parties?
Parties? Yeah, people were making signs.
Season 1, Episode 19, Miss Mystic Falls. Right there in the title, we know that there's going to be something going on.
How do you know?
Because the title is Miss Mystic Falls. And, like, the Halloween episode could have been...
Halloween Mystic Falls.
Halloween party.
Yeah, they're doing all the Founders Day events for a whole month.
I know, that's crazy. What month do you think it is in this realm? Because they had Halloween, of course. They haven't had Thanksgiving that I know of.
There's no way that this is still November. No, it's a new year, I think. Well, at least it's gone into the next year of the when it aired. And
sure.
they try to keep pace with like the airing like at the time when real life is happening. So like the Halloween episode comes out around Halloween. So I think this is probably like, I'm gonna say like March.
In their world, because we didn't see a vamp Christmas. We didn't have a happy vamp year, a vampy New Year.
No, they missed a lot of holidays for sure. It aired on April 22nd.
Wow. So
it could be April or March in the show.
And we didn't get to see how Damon and Stefan decked their halls.
Yeah, that's sad.
That is.
I would love to see that mansion covered in lights.
Yeah, do they do it up?
That's the thing we want to know.
Maybe season 2.
They have many more seasons to go.
They sure do. Cold open. Stefan in his little car. He looks like a little Austin Powers. Meets Elena for some kissing at the high school.
Yep, back at school.
He woke up feeling great. Good for him. She asks him about his cravings. He seems to be hiding something. Like maybe he's been drinking a liquid.
Yeah, she's suspicious too, and he's like, you go ahead, I'll meet you there.
And then his trunk is full of blood.
Blood bags. Founders Hall, our new favorite place, Ash. We know this place now. It's the Founders Hall. That's where stuff is going to take place now. Yep.
Forbes is telling Damon that some blood was stolen from the blood bank.
Yeah, but Jonathan's like, I told you.
Uncle John is on top of it. Uncle John. I like him. Just kidding.
No.
He's annoying. He has a 5 head, Ash.
He's just not likable, and they casted him well.
Yeah, instead of 4 head.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, he's doing his part. He's playing his role well. I don't know if he's going to have like a turn like... When we first saw Mr. Saltzman, what do we call him? Alaric. The Salt Man. I was unsure of him, but he has endeared himself to us, right?
Of course.
I don't think that's going to happen with good old Uncle John.
Uncle John. They even said when he first showed up, nobody likes him.
And Jenna did not like him. They slept together or something?
Yeah, gross.
Ew. Okay. Forbes says, or Uncle John or somebody, one of these founders says they're giving officers at the hospital vervain.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be a Damon and Uncle John team up, which neither of them seem that excited about.
No, I think Damon's just like, I'll say whatever to...
Forbes.
Yeah, Sheriff Forbes. I was going to say Caroline's mom, but I wanted to say her actual title. Because he's just playing his role and trying to stay, with the Founders Council, and like, oh yeah, I'll help, blah, blah, blah. But he's just like, well, I need to figure out who's stealing these blood bags.
Alaric is teaching local history. Yeah, no more Mr. Tanner. He's been gone for quite some time.
Yeah, and Alaric is like, well, the administration thinks that we should teach about Founders Day instead of World War II. That's weird, but okay. And then he teaches about the Founders Day. I like that.
Yeah, Alaric, he's like the kind of teacher that would put the chair backwards instead and be like, let me tell you some real history. This isn't the history you're going to read in the books. Bonnie's back. All right. Right?
Yeah, she's back and doesn't seem too happy about anything at all.
No. But should she be happy? Because she's got bangs, though.
She's got bangs.
Should she at least be happy about that? I can be so mad, but also have a flirty new hairstyle.
I thought you were going to say she was banging.
No. I mean, Bonnie, we have love for Bonnie, but,
She had bangs.
She has bangs. But how can you be like, I was gone, I was grieving, but also I got a cute new haircut.
Also, her friend should be like, I like your hair.
Right?
Like, that should be written in.
But she's mad.
She's mad.
We find out why later.
She's mad for exactly why we were mad earlier.
Yes. Anna visits Damon. They do a little exposition. The frat house vamps. Okay, so they dispelled with all these frat house vamps so quickly.
Them frat house vamps, but they're just called the tomb vampires. He just renamed them.
Oh, the tomb vamps.
No one else in the whole history of this show, watching the show ever, has called them frat house vamps.
Yeah, they live in the vampire frat house. We've been saying that.
I know, but you just called them frat house vamps, but they're the tomb vampires.
Tomb vamps.
All right, whatever. Go ahead. I think it's just funny that you gave them your own name.
Tomb Squad. I like that. They tried to mutiny. So they do so much work in a couple lines of dialogue. They tried to mutiny Pearl. And they were doing all this stuff. And
we knew all that.
Yeah, but, a little ketchup.
A little ketchup.
I relish the ketchup, Ash. Damon says these frat house vamps need to stop treating the blood bank like their personal kegger. I don't know. That's bad, but they need to. Damon's like, hey, tell your friends to stop rubbing the blood bank. Rubbing. Oh, man, we're so tired. This is going to be a silly episode. Okay. Rubbing the blood bank?
It's not a magic lamp. Oh, blood bank, give me 3 wishes.
Hey, I'm going a different way with it. Hey, give me a few minutes. I'm going to go rub the blood bank. Stop. Okay. Going off the rails so early.
Okay, but yes, he thinks the tomb vampires are robbing the blood banks at the hospital.
Yes, but it's not them. It's Stefan.
No, don't call him that.
Caroline and Bonnie reunited at last.
Yeah, Bonnie was super excited. You could tell that. Caroline immediately was like, I know I talk to you every day, but I missed you. Like, that was just obvious, put in there to be showing that they were keeping in touch, but Elena wasn't. But I believe it.
I believe it.
Elena has been too busy to be checking up on Bonnie every day.
Founders Court. We learn about this.
Tell us about the Founders Court.
Miss Mystic Falls is going to happen there. Seems like about it. That's the only thing that happens.
It's like Cotillion from the OC.
That was my note. Yeah, look. Elena and Stefan prepping for Miss Mystic Falls, like the Cotillion episode of the OC.
Yeah.
When they're doing their little rehearsal. Yeah.
I wonder if it's the same dance.
Ooh, put them side by side.
That'd be interesting.
Caroline and Elena are going head to head in this competition. Mm-hmm. This Miss Mystic competition.
I know Caroline really wants Elena to drop out.
Yeah. Caroline wants to win this thing.
She does. She's super involved in her community and her school. She just wants to be the best and do all the things.
She does. Stefan and Damon. Damon's like, how was school, Stefan?
Also, that made me laugh so hard. Like, actually, I didn't laugh out loud, but I laughed on the inside. It was so funny for just to think about how every day Stefan comes home from school and Damon's there. Like, that's just his routine. Like, he drops off his book bag and he's like, I'm home from school. Let me get a snack or whatever.
Yeah. And Damon's just...
Like, he doesn't need to go to school. It's so silly.
Damon's just doing vampire things and rubbing the blood bank.
I know. But if you had the choice, you'd go to high school every day.
Me?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, you would.
If I was a frozen in time vampire, would I go to high school every day? No way, because even as a not 160-year-old, even as a 30-year-old, even at my age, I see these little kids running around and they are high schoolers. I'm not messing around. I'm not hanging out with these young friends.
Okay, but you would go to your high school.
They'd be like, oh, let's play Fortnite and watch TikTok and everything young people do. And I'd be like, ugh.
All right, that's fair. But if you were a vampire and you had time traveling capabilities, you would go to your high school every day and relive your high school experience. Or your junior and senior year only.
A vampire with time traveling capabilities, Ash, I would not go to my high school. I would rocket through time.
Okay, fine.
Sucking blood.
If you could only go to current high school or high school in the past. All right, anyways, gosh. I would say that I would be excited to go back to college, though. I like learning. I like not having responsibilities.
I would have to think a lot longer about what I would do as a vampire with time travel than just be like, oh, I would go to my high school.
Well, I know how much you like high school, so I thought you would have been all for Stefan's experience.
I know that everyone also tunes into the pod for Pug Watch.
Oh my gosh.
Last episode that we were together before the Mystic Falls trip, we were talking about her doggy diapers, and now she has a new bed. And she just walked up and got into the new bed, and she's loving it.
She's snuggling it. So cute.
So Damon is wondering about Stefan drinking blood, and Stefan is lying about it. As we both said during the episode when we were watching it, Stefan is playing like... He's not playing a whole new character, you know. The actor isn't playing a whole new character, but Paul Wesley is playing a good version of Stefan that's like off kilter and like being strange.
Yeah, definitely a character shift in Stefan, and Paul is doing a really good job of showing like his body movements and his facial expression and just like how he's speaking and like really showing that he's going through something.
Yeah, and he's like putting it on. It's just not the Stefan that we knew for like 18 eps.
Yeah, but part of it is like kind of good where he's like having fun with the dance and like being flirty and silly, but then it gets real crazy. But you can see him like kind of losing his mind. Yeah,
he's having wider peaks and valleys.
Yeah, exactly.
Than before. He was just kind of like, later, blah, 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 blah. And now he's like, I'm having fun at whatever party was the other episode. And now, like the founders kickoff or whatever it was. And I'm getting drunk and all this. And then he's like, and now I'm crazy. And now he's like, I'm hanging out, going to school. And he's like,
but I'm going to suck your neck.
I'm going to cut Amber's head off.
Yeah.
Later.
No, definitely a good way to describe it is those peaks and valleys for sure.
For sure. Not nooks and crannies. Or cooks and nannies. Elena chatting with Stefan. Her mom was Miss Mystic, Ash.
Yes.
Hey, do you remember Mystic the drink from the 90s?
Yeah, vaguely.
was good. That was a 7-Eleven staple for
You were
me.
going to say staple.
And also, I got Staples at 7-Eleven.
No, you did not.
Nope. I got Staples from...
Staples.
Yep. Yeah, we got that. Stefan has a basement fridge of blood. Boo. Damon wants to share. He doesn't actually. He just says that. I mean, maybe you would drink it anyway.
Yeah, he would. But the scene before, Stefan's lying to Damon about like, I'm not drinking blood, blah blah blah. No, it's fine. I'm not. He's lying straight to his face, and Damon's like trying to get him to say the truth.
Yeah.
And Damon's just like, you're lying, and he won't say it. And then seriously, 2 seconds later, Damon's like, well, and Stefan's opening this giant fridge full of like 1 million blood bags.
Yeah, there's just like one scene in between. So
one scene that lasts like 10 seconds.
They just didn't want to have back-to-back scenes where it's like, you're lying. No, I'm not. Oh, caught me lying.
But it was basically that anyways.
Stefan is a closet blood junkie.
Yep.
Have my actions negatively impacted you? He's like, Damon, why do you care? Have my actions negatively impacted you? Mm-hmm. Which I thought that was funny.
Yeah, and he's just kind of giving it back to Damon, like, because Damon's always messing up Stefan's life and causing him trouble, and he's like, oh, is that what it's like? Oh, poor you. Mm-hmm. But that's how you know that Stefan is messed up, because he would never say anything like that.
No, he just kind of says the subtext out loud.
Yeah.
That's good. We need that sometimes. Stefan is keeping secrets from Elena, so you know it's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
I have a hard-hitting question. Does Stefan drink more blood bags, or do our boys drink more Capri Suns?
Probably Stefan and blood bags.
Probably. But we have, like, little Kool-Aid Capri Suns now.
You bought them.
I know. I learned it from you, Dad. I know. I also bought some blood bags.
Perfect. Give them to the kids.
Good audition scene. A little pop around audition scene. We've seen these scenes before.
Yeah.
Some good lulls in there.
Interviewing the Miss Mystic candidates, or... Yeah, candidates. I guess that's the right word.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Miss Mystic hopefuls. Mm-hmm. Uncle John visits Damon. They have a contentious relationship, Ash.
Yeah. He's like, you haven't returned any of my calls. And Damon's like, well, that's what some people might call taking a hint.
Mm-hmm. Classic Damon. Putting his eyes big, doing a little smile, doing too much all the time.
We like it, though.
We like it. That's him. There was an invention stolen by a vampire, and now Uncle John wants it.
Yeah. And at the end of this episode, we see the invention, and still nobody knows what it is.
Yeah, it's not that compass thing that points at the vampires. It's a new thing.
Yeah, new invention. I guess that's a Pete-diction down the line.
You know what? Spoiler alert, Pete-diction for the end of this episode of this podcast. No Pete-dictions, no game, no fangs.
What? But what do you think the invention could be?
Nipple shocker.
Oh my gosh.
And Uncle John wants it. He asked Damon if he knows Pearl.
Damon's like, get out.
Yep.
He won't answer.
Damon has big threats for Uncle John and the founders. He's going to kill all of them, chop off Uncle John's hand.
Take his not his daylight ring, his coming back to life ring.
His immortality ring.
And then kill him. That's a good plan.
Yeah. Helena and Stefan prepping for Miss Mystic Falls, like the cotillion episode of the OC. Everyone noticing Stefan's good mood, not brooding and tortured. Mm-hmm. And Caroline really wants to win.
It's true.
And there are a couple other ladies of Mystic Falls in there.
Yeah.
Throwing their hat in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Bonnie is blaming Graham's death on Elena. She died for nothing, just like we said.
She didn't blame it on Elena. She's blaming it on Stefan and Damon.
Well, the whole crew.
She said, I blame it on them.
But isn't Elena roped into that?
No, because she would say, blame it on you guys. She said them.
Okay, but... So you think that she has no ill will towards Elena whatsoever? Didn't Elena bring her into it?
No, because she's been friends with Elena forever. So
You cannot be mad at a friend?
You can be mad, but she doesn't blame Elena. She blames the vampires.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, you know.
I mean, that's what she said.
That's what she said. Stefan is listening.
Of course.
Stefan... Oh, a little b-ball, Ash. A little b-ball action.
Yeah. What, 2-second basketball?
Yeah, and they didn't even show them playing, so we can't say if they're good or not.
Yeah.
But one guy falls.
So probably not so good.
Hey, the best of us
I'm just kidding.
get thrown around a little bit.
So yeah, he falls. He's got a scrape on his knee. He's like, it's all right. It's just a little bit of blood. It's blood. He's saying there's blood a bunch of times.
Stefan loves it. He gets H for B. And then he almost chokes out Alaric.
Yeah, Alaric is like, hey, Stefan. And he's like, fights him for a second.
Yeah. Hey, friend from like 2 episodes ago, we went on a fun adventure. And then Stefan chokes him.
I'm surprised that there was no reaction scene or like a reverse shot, zoom out situation where you could see all the people around either looking at them or ignoring them. Because it seemed like people would have saw that happen.
Yeah, see a student choking a teacher.
Right, exactly.
And then immediately Alaric is over at Elena's house for some reason.
To pick them up, to take them to the...
Founders Bash.
Words I don't have today.
He asks Elena how Stefan is doing because of all the weirdness earlier. Uncle John is there, of course. Aunt Jenna is going. Still doesn't like Uncle John.
Nope, they're going to go with Alaric instead of Uncle John.
Yep. I thought I was the chauffeur.
Nope. Bye.
Bye. Bye, Uncle John. Oh, Uncle John. Anna and Damon talking about Founders Court.
Yeah.
Being there in 1864. Damon wants Anna to help Uncle John or something. I don't know. Something was going on.
Well, it's just like good to know that there was a Founders. There was a Miss Mystic Falls in Founders Court back in 1864. Anna's like reminiscing or whatever, and Anna's just like trying to be living in Mystic Falls, and
Anna loves Mystic Falls.
she just wants to be like home with her mom.
Aunt Jenna is doing Elena's hair. Elena's missing her mum.
Yeah, it's sad that Elena misses her mom, but it's also a little bit weird because they'd said like 17 times about how bad her hair looked.
Yeah.
Her hair looked great.
It looked absolutely stunning. Caroline gets like just like a rack focus on her sitting there like, I want to win. This event, hey Ash, this event looks like where Liz and John got married, didn't it?
Oh.
Remember they got married like at their actual, their reception was inside, but their ceremony was outside.
It does look like that.
It looked like that. Jeremy is talking to Uncle John about their family and the journal.
Yeah, this is a bad move for Jeremy because I wish he had known not to talk to Uncle John. It's just not good for him to know what Jeremy knows.
No, Jeremy's just talking to everybody, really.
I know. He really, except Elena.
He's an honest guy. He looked a little more cleaned up in this ep.
And his hair was a little bit more like sleeked back.
Yeah, and like less bad boy, you know? He needs to embrace the vampire tempting long hair side of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs to let Anna suck his blood a little bit more.
Yeah, lick the hand.
Yeah.
Licking the hand is the new jumping the shark. Except not really.
I don't know what jumping the shark is.
Jumping the shark is not like licking the hand at all. Jumping the shark is what they say when TV show starts to get bad because in Happy Days, the Fonz, like in a later season, the Fonz literally like jumped over a shark on a motorcycle. Oh. And they were like, oh, that's when Happy Days got bad.
Oh, that's interesting.
So they say jumping the shark. There's a modern version of it as well that I'm obviously not pulling because we're very tired.
Mm-hmm. No, I never heard that before. That's cool.
Oh, I do know what it is. It's something that has to do with... Did you ever see the Indiana Jones with Shia in it?
I don't think so.
It's Kingdom of the Crystal Skull.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you did see it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I've heard of the title.
So Harrison Ford is in it, and then Shia is a little rascal in there. And so the new Jumping the Shark is like nuking the fridge or something because in the beginning of it, this is all great stuff, but a bomb goes off. Indiana Jones gets in a fridge, survives the bomb. So nuking the fridge, jumping the shark. This is all great. This makes me seem very cool. And I'm going to leave it all in because of how cool I am.
You're very cool. You just taught me 2 new things.
Damon sneaks into the Miss Mystic Falls green room, and he tells Elena that Stefan is drinking human blood. Stefan has a fridge full of stolen blood in the basement, and Stefan has spent all this time fighting the urge instead of learning to control it. I thought that was an interesting angle. So, like, Damon has been like microdosing, I guess.
Yeah, sort of.
But now Stefan is taking full hits.
Yeah.
And he can't...
He's getting addicted.
He can't hold his high or whatever.
Well, and also Damon still doesn't know why Stefan wasn't drinking human blood for a long time.
Ooh, and we don't either? Ooh. I mean, obviously because he loves it so much and can't control it. But I guess there must be some incident.
There's a story for sure.
Well, he's going to have 2 stories because now the Amber thing can't be much worse than some other thing he's done. I mean, okay. Whenever you react, it's like, man, he must have done some other crazy stuff. Anna is mad at Jeremy for using her, but they were both kind of using each other.
Yeah, he's like, you were just trying to get my blood, so...
Yeah. So
don't be mad.
Yeah. I say this later, and I'll say it again when we come to it, but they are both having a romantic comedy plot where it's like, it started off as a bet.
I know, that's what I was thinking, that it was...
10 Things I Hate About You?
No, yes, but when it happened, I was thinking about the one with...
Oh, please,
the makeover one.
Please be as vague as possible and let me guess.
Yes, that's how we live our lives.
The makeover
when
one
she
is...
walks down the stairs.
Yes, no, stop. It's,
with
She's All That.
She's All That.
I knew from the makeover one,
yeah.
Even though so many movies have makeovers.
I know, but
yeah, She's All
I
That.
thought it was like She's All That, but normally they get mad at each other and they like can't be together or whatever, and then eventually they're like, okay.
Yeah.
But they didn't really have that like getting mad. They were both like pretty understanding from the beginning. But it reminded me of that as well.
She's All That, 10 Things, many 90s.
Yeah, it started as a bet, which was the 90s, the whole thing.
Yeah, so many bets in the 90s. Do you remember the 90s?
Yeah.
I mean, I was just constantly making bets.
Also, was it the 90s or was it the early 2000s?
It was the early 00s for sure.
I always call the early 2000s the 90s every time.
I called them the naughties.
Ew, what?
Because
does anyone ever say that?
No, I hope not, and I don't know, or I hope so. Maybe.
Why'd you say it?
Because haven't you heard the early 2000s be called the Aughties?
The aughts.
The aughts, the Audis, and I call them the naughties.
Oh my god! Well, calling them the aughts is terrible. Also,
you ought not to call them that.
The naughties.
The naughties, Ash.
Oh.
Stefan. Stefan comes into where Damon is hanging with Elena backstage.
Yeah, he's like, what's going on in
Yeah,
here?
and everyone's immediately just like, I told her. He told me.
Stefan should have been like, I heard you what you said, because
Yeah.
he's always listening. I don't know why he didn't know.
Damon's like, yeah, I told her. All right, I'm going to go get a brother's bond.
And he's like, I'm going to go downstairs and drink.
Yeah. Hey, we should get our hands on, they made that drink for True Blood. Mm-hmm. They made like an orange soda-y kind of True Blood drink. Mm-hmm. We should get that, a little brother's bond, do a vamp cocktail.
Cocktail. Okay.
However, the True Blood stuff is probably all super old.
And the Brothers Bond doesn't come out till the new year.
Yeah, so a little old meets new, and
we'll see if we can do it.
Yep. Stefan is doing the things that a person addicted to something would do.
Yeah. He's playing it well.
He's like,
I don't like this Stefan at all. I don't like this high-low Stefan. But like we said before, Paul Wesley does a really good job of it.
He's doing a good job. He's like, can you blame me? He's looking very pathetic. He gets mad in the bathroom, punches the mirror, sees Amber, who earlier we saw her for a second. She's like, I have panic attacks, lol. And now I was like, she has a reason to be very panicked now. Mm-hmm. And that whole thing for the rest of the episode with him and her, crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, very crazy.
Matt, the actor who plays Matt, has the week off.
I know. You love pointing that out.
Mm-hmm. Look.
They wouldn't let him off work, Caroline says.
Yeah. He's probably, the actor's pulling a real shift at the grill.
Who is even at the grill, because the whole entire town is at Miss Mystic Falls. True. Just saying.
Good point. If you were in the writer's room, bring it up.
I know.
So he's not Caroline's escort. Some tote rando is. Mm-hmm. Jeremy read Elena's journal, knows he had his memory erased.
But he's not mad enough to talk to Elena about it. He's just like, if she's going to keep secrets from me, I'm going to keep secrets from her.
Yeah, he has all the chill.
He does.
Here's my question. So he read that he had his memory erased. Do the memories come flooding back, or is he like, I don't remember that, but this book is telling me.
He knows what he read now that makes new memories.
Yeah, but does he have them viscerally, and are they implanted back into his brain, or are those memories, like, to have a memory, you have little electrons in your brain or whatever. Are they gone?
They didn't talk about that.
No, they didn't, but I'm saying, what do you think?
What do you think?
I think...
Do you think he remembered, or he still is like, oh, I guess...
I think that he read in the book what happened or what was erased, and he had his memory erased. I think that they did not come flooding back in the visceral sensory detail that a real memory would have. And I don't even think he has sort of vague recollections of it. I think he's just like, there's no reason that this book would be lying to me. Mm-hmm. I remember Vicky a certain way in my biology, but this book is telling me something different than the biology. I think in order to have the biological memories back, he would have to be uncompelled, if that's even a thing. Mm-hmm. So no, I think I think it would be so confusing. He'd be like, "This book is telling me, Vicky, blah blah blah.
Right.
I don't remember that, but I know it's true." Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Thank you for telling us.
And sound off in the comments. Do you agree exactly with the random thing I just said, or some other random thing? All right. And then I said, because I said I would say it again, they have a double romantic comedy plot.
Yep.
Anna and Jeremy. J-Dog.
I'm sad I couldn't pull She's All That. I should have known.
Okay. Do you know what song is playing when she walks down the stairs?
Kiss me.
Probably.
That is it.
I was thinking, there she goes.
No, that's not it.
But yeah, it is Kiss Me for sure. You bring your hat and I'll bring my father's map. Something like that. Stefan, right?
Oh, that was good.
Is that a fair trade, Ash? You bring your hat and I'll bring my father's map?
Maybe. It depends on where we're going.
And it depends on the hat.
Exactly.
Stefan abducts Amber. He's spiraling. He's like, I'm not sad. I'm hungry.
Yeah. This like whole thing is so disturbing.
I know.
Because Stefan looks like so like scared of himself and out of control and then like gross and
Yeah.
it's not good.
They had to go big for the season finale. Couple of episodes.
Oh.
Like look, Ash, you build a season.
I know, but you can't call this episode the finale. It's
okay,
not.
the end of the season.
Yeah.
AKA season finale. They have that, if they're structuring it like a story, there's got to be a big old rock bottom.
Yeah.
And you can't just have unless you're doing a true cliffhanger, Ep 22, you have to have some rock hard bottoms, I'd say. No. But you got to have some rock bottoms going on. Mm-hmm. Stefan.
No, it's good that they did it. I just don't like it.
P.S. He said, I'm not sad, I'm hungry. And I was like, can it be both?
Well, by the way, there's something we didn't talk about is when Elena goes down the stairs when Caroline goes down the stairs and she gets escorted by a random. Then Elena goes down the stairs and she gets escorted by Damon and they have their whole dance. You didn't talk about their whole thing at all.
I wonder why that is. Let's go to the next note. Okay, Damon takes Stefan's place. Yes.
Really?
I'm not saying I'm hungry. Can't it be both? Damon takes Stefan's place.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right, good.
Looks like something's a-brewing with the not touching.
Yeah.
We
know what happens with the not touching in 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Yes. Thank you for pulling that.
I knew the name of that movie.
Yeah, you did. Hey, but Ash, terrible music in this scene.
Yes, but I think it's like maybe traditional or something.
I wonder if Netflix didn't get the rights to some other song or something and they had to put a really bad song in it. But it was really bad. That could have been...
It was very loudly bad.
They could have had a sensual song in there.
Yeah.
All right, off the top of your head, what song is playing in the 40 Days, 40 Nights? No, I don't know.
What? You're asking me something that doesn't exist?
No, in the blowing
The feather?
pedals or...
pedals?
Is it a pedal or feather?
Shoot. That's the real question.
Pleather?
I think it's a feather, but...
All right, what song's playing?
I have no idea.
Me neither. Sound off in the comments. All right, Steph...
wait, hold on. Pause for pug snoring.
I think we did. I'm looking at the sound wave. We might have gotten that little snore. She really likes the bed.
Oh, she just looked at me.
All right, Stefan and Damon, quite the reversals from the beginning of the season, which we'd see at the very end. I'm not going there yet, but I'm saying even in this moment, role reversals.
I thought about that in this episode too. Both have changed dramatically. And it's not. I like Nice Damon. I like him like having this little friendship with Elena and Sheriff Forbes and Alaric, and him and Stefan have been caring about each other. I like that about Damon, but I do not like this Stefan.
No, get out of here. He's succumbing to the hunger.
I know.
Caroline wins.
Yay! She deserved it.
Okay. Damon and Elena go to find Stefan and Amber. Amber's running through the woods, and then Stefan whooshes and gets her.
Yeah.
He's like, run, and then whoosh, I got you.
Yeah, well, first he was like, why aren't you afraid of me? She's like, you told me not to be. And he's like, well, you should be. Be afraid of me. Scream, run away. So she does, and then he catches her right after. She was like, you told me to run. And he was like, I changed my mind.
Yeah, he's just like compelling her all over the place.
Yeah, because he doesn't know what to do.
No. The crew finds her. It's Elena, it's Bonnie, it's Damon.
Yeah, and Stefan is still going nuts.
Stefan is looking real crazy in front of his girl.
I know, Elena's really scared, and I feel like she's crying.
I would tell I'm going to wait because of what I'm going to say is so funny. I don't want you to spit out your blood.
Okay, well.
Not really. I don't know. I was going to say, I would tell Elena to get her mans.
Yeah, that's good. Better get your mans. She tries. She does later.
Bonnie is lighting him up.
Bonnie actually comes to the rescue in this moment. Yeah, she came back being like, I know what to do. And she does the, like, hurting the head thing that Grams did to Damon at the door of several episodes ago. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if Bonnie's doing it because she's mad at Stefan at this point, and she's just like, I don't want him to suck Amber's blood or go nuts, or if she's, like, doing it to help Stefan.
I think that even when you're...
And by saying I don't know, I mean, like, what do you think?
I think that I hope for myself and for characters like Bonnie and stuff like that people are always trying to do the right thing and take the higher ground, that even if she has like a personal beef or vendetta or thinks that someone is doing the wrong thing, I would hope that people would be trying to do the right thing in any situation. Mm-hmm. So I'm hoping that she's not just like, I'm going to give Stefan a headache in this moment for my own personal security. Yeah. I'm hoping that she's like, the welfare of everything in this situation would be me lighting up his brain, and then hopefully he'll get the picture, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm siding with Bonnie. I think she's probably doing the right thing. I think she probably has mature understanding.
Good.
As we should all strive to have.
We should.
Bonnie, but then my next note is Bonnie doesn't want anything to do with this drama.
I think that's also partly true. It's okay to feel a little bit of both.
Yeah. Uncle John finds out Anna is Pearl's daughter. Yeah. And then Damon has name dropped Pearl earlier in the app. Mm-hmm. Uncle John.
What's going to happen with Uncle John and Pearl, Pete? Pete-diction on the spot.
Uncle John and Pearl will fight to the death.
I thought you were going to be like, they will have a conversation.
Yeah, they probably will have several conversations over the course of 3 episodes. I already know all about her, Uncle John says about Anna. And I was like, just say it in your mind for once, Uncle John.
I know, he said it about Pearl. But yeah, he should have not said that out loud. It was really weird.
I thought he was like, if Anna is Pearl's daughter, I already know all about her.
No, I think he was referring to Pearl.
Sound off in the comments. Pearl and Anna give Damon a mystery invention, which I think is a nipple buzzer.
Yeah.
They apologize to Damon. They just
want to live in Mystic Falls.
I know.
They don't want no beef.
No, I know. But just like when Alark and Damon were fighting that whole vamp frat house, and then all of a sudden Pearl comes home, and then like they all automatically had the power. Mm-hmm. All that is just weird to me. I mean, I get it, I guess. I
think that it's just like what is taking precedent for Pearl is to be with her daughter and live together, because she's been in the tomb for so long. She's not like trying to take over the town. She's not trying to like kill everybody. She's just like, I want to live and hang out with my daughter who I haven't seen in 100 million years.
So buying the apothecary isn't some shady business?
Well, it seems like she just like wants to be part of the town.
She's
being nice to Damon.
She's gonna open up a dispensary.
It's a blood bag dispensary.
Ooh, CBD LOOD. Wait,
what's the L? Wait, what?
I tried to spell CBD blood, but I think I spelled CB blood. CBD LOOD does not spell CBD blood.
No.
CBD CB LOOD.
CDBLOOD.
Yep. All right. Edit point. CB. She's gonna open up a dispensary. CBLOOD.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying edit point as a joke because I'm just going to leave all this in. We're very tired.
And the one I said was terrible. I just changed CBD to CDB like it was that like, I just made a whole new thing. It doesn't make sense.
Hey, I'll make it even worse. CBD, more like SBD.
Ew.
Farts. Fart jokes.
Oh,
hey,
man. Are we almost done?
So close. I think one more scene. Okay, Steven.
You just snorted out of your nose.
Oh, man.
Do you mean Stefan?
Yes. No, there's a new character in the last scene of this episode 19 named Steven who just shows up.
Well, Jeremy is played by an actor named Stephen R. McQueen.
Oh, man. That's who Stephen R. McQueen is?
Yes.
Because I always see that in the
credits.
in the credits, and I haven't looked it up, but there's obviously Steve McQueen, the classic actor.
Cars character. That's just what my mom calls Lightning McQueen. She calls him Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen. Well, Lightning McQueen is a reference to Steve McQueen, yes. I think Steve McQueen was in Bullet. And then there's a director, Steve McQueen, but he probably has an initial in there also.
Well, this is Stephen R. McQueen.
Who did, I think he did 12 Years a Slave, Steve McQueen. And now here's Stephen R. McQueen.
I thought you were going to say something about Jeremy, this actor. The actor who plays Jeremy.
Yeah,
but,
what about him?
But you said Stefan.
Oh.
You were trying to say Stefan. I thought you were saying
No.
Steve.
No.
Okay. Tell us about Stefan.
Okay, Stefan Urkel.
No.
Okay, Stefan, this is the last scene, is freaking out, Ash.
He's freaking out.
Elena rolls up, giving excuses for him, some classic codependent person who is addicted and person who loves the person who is addicted behavior.
Yeah, I noticed that too, but I think that she's sort of pretending just to get him close to her.
Ooh, a wrinkle.
Yeah.
Another round of, I can't be with you, yes you can, but going by what you just said, that's a put on. Mm-hmm. Elena stabs him with one of Alaric's things, I don't know. Garlic needles? I don't know. I don't remember. I remember he had a suitcase full of gadgets, but I don't know what that thing was. I forget.
This is a vervain dart.
Ah, vervain dart. I would like to say a garlic needle. Which, hey, for dinner, those garlic needles you made?
Let's use some garlic needles and inject our bread and make some garlic bread.
And then Ash, they put him in the vervain. Elena and Damon put him in the vervain basement.
Yep.
In the grow lab.
But no more grow lab in there.
I know.
It's
just an
empty cell.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I said, what goes around comes back around.
I like that.
I'm going to auto-tune that.
What do you think they did that for? Like, what's going to happen next?
I think he's going to shrivel up into a little old poor unfortunate soul, Ash.
Like in the tomb?
Yeah. Well, I think that they're going to have him, dry out. Mm-hmm. It's going to be bad. He's going to be H for B, then he's going to be D for B. What's desperate that? For blood. Oh. He's going to be hurting.
Yeah.
There was so much that went on in this season, and, I thought that it was going to build towards the tomb stuff, but that was kind of like a midway point.
Yeah, there's several chapters in each season.
So I really can't Pete-dict what the big end of the season is going to be. Probably some Uncle John shenanigans are going to be going on. Mm-hmm. The Founders. I guess there's still more of Founders Week or whatever.
Month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know, Ash. They're throwing me for loops.
Yeah. How are you feeling about the whole season? I know there's a few more episodes left, but do you like how it goes in little chapters and starts new little stories and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it seems a little bit like Stefan's mood in this episode. There are these peaks and valleys. You know what? And this might be what people don't tune into, but I like the stasis. I like the homeostasis. Like, I like when people are just hanging out, having a good time, and then they have to make it all dramatic, which I know that's not what television or any sort of dramatic medium is at all. People are like, I want to see the craziest stuff.
Right.
But I'm like, I like when things are kind of going good, just like in my own life. Like,
yeah.
I don't want the crazy drama. But you know what?
It's
These shows
entertaining.
are all about drama.
It's true. And this is the first episode when Stefan is the antagonist of the episode.
Ooh. Maybe so.
That's a big deal.
So how many fangs? I'll give it 1 fang. Just kidding. No, it was good. I don't know how to rate. I'm too tired to play a game or to rate or to do any more Pete-dictions, but go ahead.
I had a big reaction because I was going to give it a 1 fang.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, you explain why, and then I'll be like, yeah, me too.
I was giving it a 1 fang because I don't like bloodthirsty Stefan. I don't want there to be weird stuff with Elena and Damon. Because I am a Stelena.
Oh,
go hard.
That's where we differ.
And I don't know. I was just like, there's too much blood from Stefan sucking necks. That's not what I'm here for.
I'm not watching this vampire show for blood.
No, I don't like watching Stefan like that.
Yeah, I hear you. In reality, I would give it a little higher than a 1 fang just because a lot going on. They're building to something, of course, which we say every episode. I say every episode. They're building to something, of course.
But I also don't like that Bonnie and Elena are beefing. Like, there's just a lot of, like, unrest.
Yeah, true.
In this episode, which is good, like you said, for the drama, but that doesn't make me feel, like, excited.
No, and you can't, like, end an episode with all these loose threads and unrest being like, I felt good watching that.
Yeah, no. It makes me feel like, yeah, yikes. But I do want to keep watching and see what's happening next.
Yeah, totally. So we have 3 episodes left of the season. Mm-hmm. Wow. Very exciting.
Very exciting.
Ash, if you like the Vampire Diaries and or you are a young adult, no. I'm not saying all that this week.
You're not?
Ash, the only thing to mention this week is my Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign, Ash.
Yes.
Horror from the High Dive, Ash. I did a whole ep solo last week. We explained what it was. I did. Mm-hmm. You were in Mystic Falls, but
I was busy.
My Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign. Hey, we got to pre-order these copies, Ash.
I did. I'm excited.
Yes. So, for those who didn't listen to last week but are listening this week,
Go back and listen to last week.
Yeah, hey, go back and listen to last week. So, I have a short story in a horror anthology. It's on pre-order right now.
Yes.
There's an Indiegogo. I keep repeating the same words over and over, but it's to express how excited I am and what you should do.
And if you like vampires, that means you like spookies, and you should check it out.
Yeah, and if you like vampires, do you like zombies also?
Yeah.
My short story is called "Do Zombies Eat Mozzarella Sticks?"
Ooh, I really want a mozzarella stick.
So good. And it's about a zombie attack on a local community pool. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen that before.
No.
You got to pre-order a copy of this book. Very fun. Me and 12 other writers put together 13 spooky pieces just in time for Hauntoween. Made Halloween even spookier. Hauntoween.
Well, and with the Indiegogo, there's a lot of cool perks. You can get other little tricks and treats to go with it.
I like that. So go here. HTTPS.
No, don't say that.
/ //
No. Don't say that. Follow Pete at the Happenstances series or at Peter L. Harmon on Instagram. Look at the link in the bio and check it out.
Or at High Dive Publishing on Instagram. Link in the bio.
Oh yeah, I forgot that one. Sorry.
Yep. All right. We're gonna get some rest. Watch episode 20, and we'll be back next week.
Bye.